Hello there, world of tankers, and welcome to the channel. Over the past 2 days, I have been reviewing the Battle Pass reward vehicles that you are able to get your hands on for free. We've had the ARL V44 premium variant and the Crocodile, which is the Churchill variant. I actually somewhat like the Crocodile, but I don't love the way its armor works on the track links, and while the gun is pretty good, the 4 degrees of gun depression and rather lackluster top speed make the vehicle pretty mid. And when it comes to the ARL, I have to say the gun absolutely ruined my fun on the tank. It took 18 years to aim in, even after running all on-move buffs. It's just not a very fun tank because of that, and the armor didn't really feel that amazing either. Seems like it sacrificed so much for the penetration that everything kind of fell short. So that brings us to what I'm hoping to be the best of the bunch, which is the M4A376W Sherman. This is obviously an Easy 8 of some sort, and not only does it look really cool, but statistically looks pretty dang capable. 1.6 seconds of aiming time is really fast. 12 degrees of gun depression is classic for your Americans. Actually, the Fury only has 10 degrees, but you will expect around 12 degrees for a vehicle like the Easy 8, and that's what this is based off of, so it features the same. The real strength I'm looking at here is 2,650 DPM. That is quite good. Now, it does have less damage per shot than what you'd expect, only about 115, and its premium pen isn't anything amazing at 180 mils, but still, it's got decent premium pen to get through tier 6s, tier 5s, and even the majority of tier 7s. And when you pair that with the fact that this vehicle has 2,650 DPM, and that's just with a basic rammer, yeah, this tank is obviously going to be really dangerous. Mobility-wise, it's also alright, reaching a top speed of 48 and reversing at 16. We can actually get a look at the armor very quickly, and yeah, I'll be honest, the armor's pretty bad. Like, this is definitely the part of the tank you're not going to be liking too much. Its frontal hull armor is only 85, that means even using 12 degrees of gun depression, it's only getting up to about 100. The mantlet is actually pretty good, though. It's about 180, so you will get bounces on the gun mantlet, but anywhere around that gun mantlet or the hull, you're getting penned everywhere. So I can't really say that this is a heavily armored vehicle, although unironically, I think the turret on the Easy 8 here is better than that of the ARL and that of the Churchill Crocodile because of how thick that gun mantlet is. So, if you want my predictions, I think that out of the three, this is going to be the most fun to play. It's going to feature a really fast reload, solid DPM, decent mobility, and overall a pretty accurate gun. But the real question is, how does it feel on move? That's the real question. On movement dispersion is one of the most important values in the game, and it can either make or break a vehicle. So I'm hoping that this tank aims in fairly fast, especially when you pair that with the very low alpha damage that it features. Well, thankfully, our first battle in this vehicle is not up against tier 8s, and indeed we are up against tier 5s and tier 6s. If only every matchup in low tiers was like this. Well, I actually really like the look of this vehicle, I have to say. I think Wargaming did the best job out of the three tanks when it comes to the Easy 8 here. It's nothing over the top, but it just looks like a vehicle you would expect to see on Normandy beaches, which I really, really like the design of. Obviously, it's kind of goofy seeing a French vehicle, because, you know, France didn't really do much in terms of Normandy, to what I'm aware. I think France was obviously German-controlled at the time, but definitely seeing a British tank makes sense. But I really like the look of this American vehicle. I think it looks fantastic. Power to weight wise, we can see this vehicle is pretty quick, easily accelerating up to its top speed. Really no issues there whatsoever. And by the way, look at how quick this thing's reload is. Only 2.6 seconds. That is insanely fast. Again, only 115 damage per shot, so it's not like you're hitting very hard, but it is still crazy how fast this vehicle is going to be reloading here. And on move wise, looks fine. I'm actually surprised how good its on move is. I thought it was going to be rather derpy, but no, that's not much of a problem at all. We got an enemy Panzer 5.4 in front of us, and unfortunately we bounced one and we missed the other shot. Not actually able to pen the Thunderbolt, so we might have to load gold shells for that. That's what we're going to have to do, I guess. Let's see, is the Thunderbolt going to show us his turret? Well, we missed one shot on his vehicle. It's not too much of a big deal, though. This vehicle reloads so fast that we're able to just cut right through him over and over, maybe? I don't know. We got the Panzer. We do get a pen into him as well, however, we get pen back. Nice shell into the Thunderbolt. We're just kind of slinging shells all over right now, but yeah, that's kind of expected, right? Let's just reload again. Oh, Panzer misses me. What are you going to do? Huh? What are you going to do, Thunderbolt? Oh, we also got the KV-1 in front, and we got 1 pen and 2 pens. Oh, yeah. This is where that DPM is kind of insane. Look at this reload go. We are absolutely ripping apart that KV-1. I am going to load standard ammo just because of the fact we don't have too much premium ammo. Oh, wow. A Thunderbolt actually hit us in the corner of the vehicle there. Not necessarily what I want. We are bleeding health. I don't want to lose too much, so we're going to back up here. I wonder if we can use the gun depression this vehicle has and work this spot. Well, I'd love to, but I want to get around this Brett Panther because I do have the gun depression to work this, but obviously this Brett Panther doesn't, and he's kind of, well, you can see what I mean. Bruh. I mean, he was here before me, so I understand it a bit, but we definitely have the gun depression to work this position. Bruh. Alright, well, let's aim in. There you go. Unfortunate. I guess this Brett Panther isn't going to give me the room to work this spot, so we're not going to be able to. Let's just move over here, and let's just see if we can use our gun depression in this position like so. I think this will be the best way to work this spot. We got 1 shell into the KV-1. We missed that one. There you go. Get the clearing shot into the KV. That's obviously pretty important. You bounce 1 shell on the Thunderbolt. Well, I'm going to just move up. I feel like we should be able to, especially with the T-14 in mid. I'm just going to skedaddle my way right over here, like so. And there you go. Nice. We got the Type 64 in front. Easy clear into his tank. And now we wait, because there's not much else I can really do but wait. I'm hoping that my T-14 kind of makes an aggressive play here, and we are obviously able to benefit off of this. Let's see. Let's see. Is the T-14 going to make that play? Indeedler does, and now we move up ourselves. We only have 3 premium shells, and honestly, I don't know how much armor the Thunderbolt has, but I think it's pretty decent, so we're going to have to be a little cautious about this. But the good news is that we have way more DPM than the Thunderbolt on our tank. However, it looks like that, yeah, the Thunderbolt does have pretty solid DPM. A lot more than I was predicting it to have, but we perma-tracked him, and he's dead. So, not bad. SU-100Y is right off to our side. I'm honestly surprised with how much armor that Thunderbolt has. I did not expect to struggle that much to cut through his vehicle there. Alright, well, let's see if we can get the SU-100Y. Looks like he might be looking towards the T-67. It's kind of hard to tell. He just shot, which means that he's going to start turning around. So we're going to make our way and aim it on the SU-100. We bounce our first shell, but we get a second pen on him, and there you go. He's dead. Pretty good stuff. T-67 got a pretty good farm onto his rear, and obviously with that support we were able to clear him. No issues whatsoever. So we got an AT-2 left and a Churchill, and we're going to see if we can get some damage into the Churchill and the AT-2 with obviously a little bit of support from our team. I'm a little worried where this AT-2 is going to be facing though, because that is quite a scary tank. While it is only a tier 5, we are out of gold ammo, which is obviously a rather bad thing to say none the least. We're going to move up here, see if we can get hauled down up against the Churchill. And let's see. There is the Churchill. We're not really able to pen him anywhere, are we now? That's a bit of a problem. Well, yeah, we physically cannot pen this Churchill, like, anywhere. Well, we do get 1 pen out, which is pretty good. 2 pens, okay. We may actually be able to bleed him out quite a bit here, as he's allowing us to shoot him in the side. Wow, this DPM is insane. Holy juice, bruh. Okay, I gotta be honest, this tank is by far the best out of the bunch. I mean, sure, its armor might not be very good, but the level of DPM this vehicle features is kind of incredible, and when you pair that with the fact that it's got really good mobility, decent accuracy, and everything else, this thing is an absolute blast to play. I'm a little confused on where this AT-2 could have gone. I mean, it's not that fast of a tank. It only goes, what, 20, 25 kilometers per hour? So I'm really confused on where this AT-2 could have gone at this point. Maybe he made his way up where the T-14 is going. I can't imagine he would have made his way over towards the base cap because he would have been spotted at this point, right? Huh. Well, guess we're playing the guessing game, guys. Yeah, I mean, there's no way the AT-2's over here because he would have stepped into the base cap. I can't imagine that AT-2 would have just ignored the base and made his way past it. So he's got to be somewhere more where the T-14 is. Yeah, he actually went all the way back around. Bruh. Well, I don't know if we're going to be getting too much more damage out this game as we are pretty dang far away. Made it around this corner here. We might be able to get a shell out into the AT-2. It's possible. We've got him exposed in the open in front of us here. And I'm kind of hoping that we can just aim it on his tank. Here we go. Aiming, aiming, aiming. Fire! You know what? We got 20 damage into him. Oh, yeah! There you go. You know what? Not too bad. We actually picked up 6 kills this game, 2,100 damage. We assisted 200. So add all that together, and that was a really solid result for our first game in the Easy 8 here. Let's take a look at what we were actually able to do in the post-game results. I don't know how many credits we made. We kind of had the spam gold ammo to deal with that Thunderbolt and penetrate the KV-1 turret. But we did ace it. That's pretty nice. That's probably from the amount of kills we picked up. Yeah, pretty solid result there. And we were also able to lose about 1,000 credits, judging that we, got some from our reserves. But yeah, obviously you're going to have to spam a lot of premium ammo in a vehicle like this. It's got a very fast rate of fire and very low standard pen. And if you're up against higher tier vehicles like tier 7s and 8s, which unfortunately tier 6 is very prone to fighting, it means that you are going to have to spam a lot of premium ammo. That is one of the bigger advantages of a vehicle like the ARL over this tank. But the fun factor, I have to say, this was actually rather enjoyable, and I cannot complain. So here we are, one more game, another solid matchup. Wow, I'm very happy that we've been able to get 2 solid matches in a row. As I've said in the past, I hate Tier 6 because Tier 6 cannot fight Tier 4, but it can fight Tier 8, and that makes no sense to me. Plus 1, -1 should be in the game, and it's one of the major reasons why you really just won't see me making too many Tier 6 videos unless there's a reason. Today, obviously, it makes sense, but, yeah. For the most part, you probably won't see me making a Tier 6 video. So, let's see what we got up against us. Bunch of Tier 5s, 2 and heavy, you know, all that stuff. And then for Tier 6s, we got a Super Chaffee, T-78, Hellcat. Those are definitely dangerous tanks. Well, let's make our way past the Type 64. Okay. Alright, I mean, I'm not too worried. I'm just going to make my way over towards the medium flank early game, and hopefully we're going to get some good early game stuff out. We can see that we got a lot of vehicles actually making their way over towards the heavy flank. We don't have much towards the medium flank, which could be a problem, because obviously with... Oh, wait a sec, that KV might be driving out in the open here. Oh, there's classic artillery already trying to peg the poor guy. I think I'm going to make my way more towards mid. I'm going to see if I can help spot for the team. Man, artillery is just absolutely trying to blast that guy already. But yeah, I'm going to try and make my way up here. Let's use that good mobility this vehicle has, and let's head in. We got the Super Chaffee off to the side. Not able to hit him. We are definitely spotted, but I'm not too worried. We're just going to chill here for now. Got the T-78 in the distance. Try shooting at him. That shell missed by a lot. That one missed as well. As we can see, the gun on this vehicle, little sussler on the accuracy. That's obviously pretty unsurprising there. But we get one shell into the Hellcat. We missed the Hellcat. There you go. Another shell into the Hellcat. Let's just keep shooting at that bush. I mean, pretty good stuff so far. I guess we'll... Oh, we're spotted. That's not what I want. That is not what I want. Alright, let's back up. Don't want to be hit by the Hellcat. That thing obviously hits pretty dang hard, which is not ideal for me. Oh, we got artillery shooting at us. Gonna just dodge that. That artillery has really bad shell velocity, so it's not too big of a deal. Got the Covenanter off to our flank, which isn't that big of a worry, if you ask my opinion. Oh. Well, we got RD shooting at me still. I don't want to be shot by the RD. We got the KV, and yes, he shoots the HE shell at me. We track the KV, and... Oh, we shoot him again. We got artillery shooting at us. Let's back up. That Bishop doesn't really do too much to us, though, which is obviously not too bad. We got a lot of vehicles shooting at us, though. Oh, and now we got the Pollack, which not only tracked us... Oh, boy. I swear, if I get tracked again... Okay, well, 150 damage from an artillery there. And then we get hit by... Wow, okay, well, we might be dead, ladies and gentlemen. I can't really say we made a misplay here, but we are definitely getting pegged by artillery right now. We got a shell into the T-67. Pollack gets hit, and... I'm just going to see if we can chill here for now. Oh, there's the artillery again. Bruh. Now the Covenanter pokes us. We get a shell into him. And the Super Chaffee YOLOs us. Ram me. Oh, that's not a great play from you, Super Chaffee. While I'm not going to say that we had the most amazing plays that battle, we still did second on the team in terms of damage, and we also got a pretty solid amount of XP, so it's actually not that bad of a result at 1500. That Super Chaffee ramming me gave us a lot of damage. Honestly, the only reason we even died was because that Pollack tank just rolled out of the corner there, and unfortunately our team wasn't really supporting us where we were, so it was just kind of this double combination of unfortunate. But I did get some decent assistance by spotting, and I guess it worked out in the end. So this is indeed-aler the M4A3, and I have to say it is an absolutely incredible tier 6. It definitely has downsides. Its low alpha means that even a tier 6 heavy will outtrade you 2 to 3 times what your shot is. And when you pair that to the fact that this vehicle also features almost 0 armor, I mean, heck, a bishop took almost 300 HP off of me in that game, which was one of the major reasons why we fell apart. That already just absolutely slamming us over and over, and that's something you're going to have to worry about in this vehicle. It's large, artillery are going to feast on you if you are spotted and sitting out in the open. But the gun felt very accurate on move, and while its base dispersion isn't anything incredible, it still was actually rather enjoyable to drive and mess around with. This is definitely my favorite of the three. It actually feels like a proper premium and a rather fun vehicle to mess around with. So let me know in the comments what you guys think about the M4A3. I think it's a blast. This is definitely the one I would go for first. I'll see you all in the next one, and please consider smashing that subscribe button down below. Bye-bye.